Alright, so in this video, I'm working on green, and this is my darkest color green that I'm doing right now. It's Thicket, and I did the first couple of Space Marines with it, you know, uh, off camera just so I could get a little used to it. And it's not great, but it's got color on it. I want to get these guys done tonight because, you know, we got the campaign going tonight, and these guys are going to be the guys that people are going to be fighting. So I want to add a little bit of pop to these guys. These guys, man, they're already washed and based, and they look pretty decent already. So, I mean, like these guys, I almost hate to fuck these guys up because, like, these are the dudes that I did, and it's not going great. It's not going well at all. I had some problems with the paint. It's like really watered down. I don't think I shook it hard enough, but you can see that shoulder pad is rough. I mean, but, you know, let's see what we can do here. This is a nice little, this guy's got a beak on him. They call him beakies. That's pretty cool. I think I don't want to mess that up. These guys look like they got way more detail than the dudes I just did. I think the dudes I just did are like way older than these guys, even though this is a beaky. I've had these guys for years, so they should be about the same age. But I want to line these shoulder pads with some green. Oh, that's not doing too bad. I kind of shook the paint a little better right before I put the camera on, and I'm getting a lot better control with the thicker paint. So it's not bleeding off quite so bad. And I'm barely touching these. He's flipping around, and he rolled over and just took off all the paint I just put on him. So that's nice. Yeah, I just took off all that paint. Now I'm fucking it up a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to go up. I've got to come up. And then I'm going to go this way. Oh, man, don't mess it up. There we go. I'm gonna probably paint the beak on this guy green as well, because I really want to accentuate that, because he's kind of cool. I'm bracing him up against the table so I'm not shaking it so bad. Come on, there we go. Alright, I've also been doing their crotches green, so I'm gonna hit this guy's crotch here with some green. And I've been doing like random, like either knee pads or boots or gloves. You know, each one is a little different just to give them some distinction. I want them to have a lot of uniformity but individuality at the same time, if that makes sense. I need to tell these guys apart on the tabletop when I'm shooting. So now, since this guy doesn't have a lot of paint on his gloves that's the right color, I'm going to paint his gloves green. Give him some distinction here. He's got a thumb in the back of his pistol, in the back there. And so I need to get that. I'm gonna get this other glove. The fingers, trigger finger, and underneath. And then I'm gonna get his beak, and I want to make sure to get some of this thick paint so I have more control. So I'm gonna get that respirator. And back in the old days, when my eyes were better and my hands were better, I'd like pick out these eye lenses and put some jewel effects on them and stuff, but I mean, I'm holding this guy up against the table and I'm still shaking him around a little bit, so I mean, sometimes if you really concentrate, if you really want to do it, you know, you can, like especially a hero, but this guy's no hero. He may develop to be a hero in the game, and if his narrative warrants, and people become scared of him in the campaign, then he may get a little extra love. But right now, he hasn't earned his stripes. So he's just a regular grunt. I'm going to paint his boots here. And then the next guy, I'll do their legs and some of their other stuff, you know, to make them different from this guy. And then you just kind of mix and match and alternate in between the 2 or 3 patterns that you've picked out. You know, I want these guys to have a camo look, because they're military dudes, but they're not space marines. They're regular troopers in this game setting. But I do want to be able to make sure that they look okay in any generic science fiction setting. So there's that dude. Oh, dog diggity. Don't drop him. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes left to do. Here's my next dude. He's very generic. I'm gonna start by giving his backpack a green look. I haven't done an all green backpack yet, so that's the first thing I want to start with, is a green backpack. And I'm gonna try not to get that skull, go around the skull, leave it out there. I like these little round bits on here, these little jet globes. Oh man, my hands are shaking. Hold still. Hold still, Captain. They're just really satisfying to blob some paint on. It's like bloop. Ah! Fucked up a shoulder pad. Let me see if I can get it with paper towel. Okay, yeah, I fudged with the brush, but I was able to recover it with a paper towel because I caught it in time. Okay, next I'm gonna get them shoulder pad outlines here. And I'm laying my brush kind of sideways instead of directly head on. Like if you're doing like pinpoint detail, you want to go straight in. But if you're doing line detail, you want to come at it from the side. There we go. Now I'm going to set this guy down. And get a line. Yeah, if you don't have to hold him, then he's extra still. I could be standing up, but I can't do that for everything because I gotta get underneath. So I have to pick him up again, flip him upside down. There we go. That guy's got a lot of color. Oh, he's got a sigil on this leg, so I don't want to mess with that. So I'm just going to do his knee pads green. Because I want to pick that sigil out with some white, with a little red seal on it and everything. And if I start painting over the whole thing green, I'm just going to take a lot of that detail out, and it's going to look weird. And not as crisp as it could. Alright, let me make sure. See, I laid this guy down on the napkin and it knocked a little bit of paint off. So there's our guy right there. And he's starting to come together. I'm going to do the rest off camera because I don't want this video to be like 2 hours long. And I'll see you in the next video.